It is the return of the man from Shreveport, Louisiana. We got Bobby Boyette back in the building, and the crowd is here for it. We have just had a fantastic intermission. Thank all you guys for participating. Had a little bit of drama continue between the Strong Brothers and Money Talks, the new faction of Kerry Killam, Big Bad LG, and Hollywood Cole. So more on that story as it develops. But right now we are back to our action. And this is one of the matches from the card tonight that I was the most excited for. This is the rematch of Jason Boa versus Bobby Boyette. And what happened last month was Jason Boa had Bobby Boyette in a devastating chokehold. They fell backwards. Jason's shoulders were down. He wouldn't let go of the hold. Bobby ended up scooping up the win. Jason Boa sporting a new look. I'm trying to decide how to exactly explain this as though we were on a radio show, but looking somewhere between Super Shredder and Shinsuke Nakamura, and it is looking fantastic out there. So he's obviously been working a little bit on himself since that last match. You know, he should have let go of the hold. In my opinion, he should have let go of the hold on Bobby Boyette and then allowed the match to continue. But he was so sure that Bobby was going to tap. And I don't think Bobby taps. That is the word on Facebook that I'm hearing. Bobby doesn't tap. And unfortunately for Jason Boa, his shoulders were down. That was it. 1, 2, 3. Jason Boa coming in 6'1", 220 pounds. Bobby Boyette coming in 6', 365. Now, we discussed this a bit during the match that they had last month because Bobby Boyette, he's coming in 365. Jason's coming in a fully functional 220. Man's got maybe a 1% body fat, so that's 219 pounds of muscle. Bobby Boyette coming in 365, self-proclaimed shooter, hell of a wrestler. There was a handshake between these two at the end of their match last month. Jason gonna pull it away. I think he's ready to try to take back over. They went for the handshake. Jason Boa, he was walking, he was leaving the ring. The fans booed him. He came back in, begrudgingly shook the hand of Bobby Boyette before leaving the ring. Jason not fully suckers him in, but he's using the handshake opportunity to kick off the wrestling to pull him in. We got a quick hammer lock into a front face lock, and then Bobby Boyette picking up Jason Boa, gonna toss him off. Got a bad attitude. Bobby Boyette is over it. He looks ready to shoot, and he's not getting tricked again by the looks of it. Both men circling up in the ring. Bobby Boyette takes some steps in aggressively. Jason Boa set in the pace, getting a super aggressive lockup. So there's a lot of muscle in here. There's a lot of pushing power. Referee May had better watch yourself because Jason Boa he was sending Bobby Boyette back, twists around. Bobby Boyette sends Jason into the corner, pushes him out. Jason sends Bobby into the corner, and Bobby just able to get those 365 pounds behind him and just shove back Jason Boa and drive him away to the other side of the ring. So once again, Bobby Boyette shaking the top rope. I think he moved the whole ring. He's playing a bit of a different game compared to what we saw last month. That is absolute. Bobby Boyette comes in. We got looks like it's going to be a top wrist lock. Might have been thinking arm right there. Jason's going to dance out of it. Feeds Bobby Boyette an elbow right in the beard. And then takes a wrist lock of his own, working the shoulder, driving down Bobby Boyette, trying to get in his head a little bit, pushing him down like that. Bobby Boyette tipping the elbow up, reversing the pressure, grabs a waist lock on Jason Boa. Jason Boa is going to try to break it. He's going to try to brute force his way out. He might be able to do it. He does. And he's able to take an arm with him as a trophy. Pulling that around, switches up to a headlock on Bobby Boyette. This looks like, we got a Peruvian necktie looking. Shane Bobby's going to have the smart way to break that. I'm used to seeing this kind of exchange of holds in jiu-jitsu, laying down on the mat, not as much standing up in the standing position. That's more in the wheelhouse of pro wrestling. And that is certainly an interesting matchup between these two powerhouses. Once again, we got to lock up. Jason Boa taking a body part. I wouldn't be surprised to see Jason Boa start some small joint manipulation, maybe trying to tear a finger or a thumb or something while he's in there. Then repeated, he's weakening the shoulders, attacking the rotator cuffs, and he's attacking the smaller joints, but he hasn't worked his way to a finger or an ankle yet. Big elbow by Bobby right in the side of the head to Jason Boa. Throws him off into the corner. He's got a little bit of distance, closes in, hits him with the back elbow. Jason Boa gets a hard whip across the ring, takes that buckle hard. Bobby, he's creating the distance and he's closing in, but he's got to move a little faster than that. That's a bit of an opening. Jason Boa not going to be able to capitalize. Bobby Boyette gives him a big knee, smashes his head off the top turnbuckle. He's charging up for something. Oh, he gets a big stiff heel kick right in the jaw by Jason Boa. Feeds him back, a back elbow from Bobby Boyette to Jason Boa. And now the moves are getting big. He gets him up all the way down. I don't know if I call that a delay or a slow suplex, or he just wanted to soak up getting that little bit of sweet revenge on Jason Boa after that whole handshake debacle at the start. Crowd coming in behind Bobby, does a huge running tackle into Jason Boa, keeps him pinned in the corner, really manipulating and using that size advantage. Scoops up Jason Boa, slams him down. Oh, misses the twirly elbow drop. That's been right in the wheelhouse. That's been one of the feature moves of the match for Bobby Boyette. Many times Jason Boa had it scouted. Now he's going into the welcome to Jason Boaville, population your face. He hits him a couple stiff shots in the back, lifts him up by the beard. Is he thinking suplex on Bobby Boyette? Oh, I don't think you're going to have much luck. I don't think it's possible. He ain't going up. Oh, Jason going up right now. He's going to have to change up his game plan. Vicious drop kick into the bicep of Bobby Boyette, continuing to tenderize that joint. Takes the big man off his feet with a low basement drop kick to the kneecap. Just those vicious choice and moves by Jason Boa. Stiff kick, continuing to concentrate effort on that rotator cuff. There's something that he has scouted in Bobby Boyette that he wants to neutralize. Maybe it's neutralize the slams, neutralize the clotheslines. He has been working that shoulder over and over. He must see it as a weak point. Jason Boa tosses his mouth guard out to the outside of the ring. Bobby Boyette ducks under. Oh! Atomic drop, comes in right there with a huge clothesline, shaking the ring. Bouncing off the ropes right there. The crowd is here for it. They're ready for Bobby Boyette to take this thing. Shot to the gut by Bobby Boyette. Sends Jason Boa into the ropes. Catches him off. Looking sidewalk slam. Holding him, soaking it in. Oh, it's a backbreaker. Doesn't let him go all the way down to the mat. Cuts him off with the knee. Oh, good Lord. And now he's stretching him. I can see he got the hand on the chin, but that arm, he can't hold on to it. He can't keep Jason Boa in position for the submission. That arm and that shoulder, this is exactly what Jason was looking for. And Jason currently sitting at one loss to Bobby Boyette, looking to even the score right here tonight at CCW Class 20. Jumps onto the back of Bobby Boyette. He's twisting his arm up over the rope. Senior referee May starting to count. We got small joint manipulation going on at the same time. He is twisting and pulling on fingers right over. I guess if you're getting counted anyway, you might as well get your money's worth. Congratulations, Jason Boa. But we got an unusual Jason Boa top rope. And drop kick. Takes the big man off his feet. Full momentum right now. The swing of the match is in favor of the choke. It's in the choke artist Jason Boa's favor. He is clutching his back though. The last time he faced Bobby Boyette, he was just coming off a 3-match feud with Chris Charters, ending in a last man standing match. You gotta believe he was still feeling some of the punishment from that event. Right now, even Jason Boa using his head to control the wrist. Well, he was using the two arms to work the forearm, elbow, and deltoid. Bobby Boyette, who's now going to say, like, hey, punch in the ribs. How about I scoop you with the other arm? But he couldn't get him back down for a slam because of the damage that's already been done. Jason Boa is like a piranha. I don't know. What was that famous movie, Piranha Conda? infamous sci-fi movie. That's the monster Jason Boa has turned into. But he's attacking him like a snake, but he's chewing up that deltoid like a piranha. Jason Boa, it's all punishment, is exclusively focused on that left shoulder region. We got kicks going right into the armpit. He's working it from every angle possible, getting ready to tear that arm right off of Bobby Boyette. Bobby Boyette using the other arm, he's been landing some shots, but the scooping and the slamming has been almost completely neutralized. Bobby Boyette, he's got to find something else in his wheelhouse. Oh, Ghost can't get him over. Once again, cannot get him over with the damage that's already been done. He's got to think of something else. I don't know if Bobby can kick. He was doing some good work when he was utilizing the weight advantage, but he's on the mat. I don't like the look of this for Bobby Boyette because now we got full weight of Jason Boa right on top of that arm. He's cranking back with everything he's got as hard as he can. Bobby Boyette, we got a little, he almost escaped. He's got to grab his hand. He's got to defend this arm bar. Jason Boa, Bobby Boyette flipped over. Jason transitions. Now he rolled out to get a one hold. He rolled right into another, but Bobby Boyette, he's got those hands clasped. He's not allowing Jason Boa to break the grip. He's hanging on right now with everything. He's got the hand is slipped off right now, but Bobby, he's so close to the ropes, and he's got that dominant position on top. He's going for the lift. He's got the hands clasped together, and he breaks it. Bobby Boyette breaking it. Throws in. The twirly elbow has become a twirly backdrop. He's hanging in there. Is the athlete, the shooter known as Bobby Boyette. He's a little slow getting in position for that pin. It's just going to be a 2 count. This is a dangerous place to be. To stay sitting that close to Jason Boa. He sat right up out of nowhere and grabbed Bobby Boyette for the finish of last month. Of course, that worked out in the favor of Bobby Boyette. We got two CCW warriors in the ring right now, and they just opted to go for the chops. We got a one-armed Bobby Boyette in a chopping contest with the choke artist, the chop master, the submission master, Jason Boa. Huge downward angle bear swipe chop from Bobby Boyette. Doesn't make as big a noise, but there's a lot of meaty impact. On the contrary side of that, Jason Boa lands a snapping. Bobby Boyette gets Jason in position with a knee, chops him in the back, chops him in the chest, sends him back into the rope. Jason's like, hey, if you're gonna hit me with a hip, you're gonna attack me like that before you chop, I'm gonna kick you first. What's he thinking? He's coming in, snug clothesline. Gets right in the face of Bobby Boyette. These guys are nose to nose. Bobby hitting the ropes, he's mad. He's got the big man mad. Stops in his tracks. I don't know which way this is gonna go. We got a lot of anger right now in the ring that's about to get released. Bobby scoops him up on the other side. What's he thinking? World's strongest slam. Big ending, wasn't quite in there. Jason jumps on his back, and he's got him in the submission hold. He's in the choke hold. Right now, and it looks like Bobby Boyette is fading. He's not going to be able to defend himself on the left side from this, and unfortunately, that's the arm that Jason Boa's got trapped under the chin. Bobby was able, I can't see from his clash corner, I have my back to this action now. Bobby must have slipped out the side and used his good arm to break the hold. Throws a line, misses it. Jason Boa ducks under, huge elbow strike right in the back of Bobby Boyette. Now he's gone back to that hammerlock chokehold. Now he's at the top of the match. Bobby, huge signs of life. Arm is still going. He's still in this thing. He's still got the power to make a comeback. But he fades, and it's going to be the choke. Vintage Jason Boa. So it looks like the score is going to be even right now between Jason Boa and Bobby Boyette. Now, the feud that Jason Boa had with Chris Charters was a little bit differently structured, if you will. So I don't know necessarily that we're going to get a third match out of this. But I bet both men would absolutely love to do it. Jason Boa, unsportsmanlike conduct, steps right over, uses Bobby Boyette as a step stool. Bobby Boyette not having it, gives Jason Boa a parting chop in the back, but Jason Boa decided not to push his luck. just as physical can get in this confrontation between Jason Boa and Bobby Boyette. Jason Boa should really take this opportunity, take the W. He was very unsportsmanlike after the match. He should just move on, get out of here. That's what he's doing right now as he goes. Give this crowd a minute to psych back up Bobby Boyette, who fought tremendously hard in both matches, overcame some serious obstacles on the elbow. This time he didn't come out with the dub. I'm curious to see if we're going to get a third match out of this feud.